I think I have to take you separately also for your personal questions. Okay. And so coming to the agenda for this today meeting is, first of all, we'll discuss about what is the innovation for Fusion. So what is the need for the Fusion? First of all, we'll discuss about the need for Fusion, and then everyone is saying Fusion is cloud, Fusion is cloud. So what is the difference between on-premise and cloud? So that also we'll discuss, and later, what are the releases of the Fusion environment? What are the releases of the Fusion environment, and as well as the current cloud SaaS offerings. Current cloud SaaS offerings that also we'll discuss, and then so a bit about SCM, and as well as what are the models that will be covered as part of this course, and how this Fusion Cloud ERP is going to be benefit to the customers, and why we have to choose us and why not other institutes. Okay, so this is going to be the demo and then agenda. And if you have any questions in the middle, you can interrupt me. Even online students also, you can stop me in the middle, and then I can clarify the questions. Okay. And then I know that it's a new product, so you have many questions, but later we have a Q&A session for the general questions. And if you have any questions related to that slide, you can stop me and you can ask. Okay. And then, first of all, there are many ERP applications are there. Nothing but Microsoft Dynamics from Microsoft, and then SAP from SAP itself, and then. But so currently in the market, I would say Oracle, and then Microsoft, and then SAP. These three are the pioneer, and then always we are competing with the SAP, and also Microsoft is actually having only 9% of the ERP market, only 9% of the ERP. But what about the other small ERP products? So coming to the latest acquired by Oracle, if you take PeopleSoft, PeopleSoft is famous for HRMS solutions, and then JD Edwards is famous for procurement and financials, and Siebel CRM. And our EBS is very famous for financials because our products is started with the financial models itself. So actually, Oracle has acquired PeopleSoft and then JD Edwards and then Siebel CRM, and still, the customers are not asking for Oracle HRMS. The customers are asking for PeopleSoft HRMS. So even though acquired by Oracle, still it is selling as a separate entity. So Oracle, that's why Oracle has decided that, why can't I take best of all these data models? Why can't I take best of all these data models, and why can't I build a new ERP solution? So that is the thought for the Fusion, and that is the innovation for the Fusion. So the best of the breeds and best of the data models has been taken from all these ERP solutions of the latest acquired by Oracle, and then the Fusion ERP cloud is rewritten again. It's again rewritten. Okay. And I would say R12 we have to consider as of now Oracle, as per Oracle, we have to consider R12 as a separate ERP application, nothing but EBS. Even we should not call it as a R12, because in Fusion we have the current latest release is R12. So it's better to call EBS and Fusion. So coming to the EBS, we have to consider that as a separate ERP solution from Oracle, and from the same Oracle, Fusion ERP is also separate solution. But that is an on-premise solution, and this is the cloud solution. So as of now, by Oracle, this is what the next 5 years or 10 years, the goal is nothing but if you ask for EBS, you can get the EBS software, and if you ask for Fusion, you can also get the license for Fusion software as well. Okay. So these two we have to consider as of now as a separate ERP solutions from the single vendor. Okay. Any questions in this slide? Okay. Any questions from online on this slide? And then we have to, since we know that everything is cloud now, even the mobiles which we are using is going to be a cloud. Currently they are in the testing phase. So as of now, if you take our mobiles, we have contacts and everything in our storage space, but later it will be in the cloud itself. So only you have to receive the call, that's it. So everything you can gallery your videos, everything you can store in the cloud space itself. So right now it's cloud basically. Okay, now the next generation technology. Okay, and so coming to the on-premise and cloud. So each and every product and each and every kind of functionality has got advantages and disadvantages. So I'm not saying that cloud is not having any advantages, but whereas on-premise is also having advantages and disadvantages. Okay, and as of now, if you take EBS is an on-premise solution. EBS is an on-premise solution. Okay, and But the problem with the on-premise solution of the EBS is, if any company is starting, they're not able to maintain, not able to purchase the hardware. They're not in a position to purchase the hardware, and as well as they're not in a position to maintain the hardware. So instead of that, they can go for a subscription model. Nothing but, let me tell you a realistic example which you are able to understand. Let's take a website. You started a recently a website. So what you'll do, you'll host in GoDaddy or you'll host in HostGator. But later, once you started building your own site, and then if it is grown bigger, then what you'll do, you'll maintain your space. So for on-premise is going to be basically, on-premise is basically, it's a tough for the small companies to maintain that hardware and then to maintain the infrastructure facilities which is required for the server space. Okay, so that is one of the disadvantages with on-premise. And advanced with the on-premise is, so you have your data with you. So you don't need to rely on any other. So you can safeguard your data. Yes. You can safeguard your own data basically, because you are maintaining your own server in your own premises. Okay, so that is one of the advantages in on-premise solution. We have to reverse that in the cloud. If you take cloud, so it is very good for the small companies and mid-sized companies, and for the companies like who are in already in financial sectors or who are already grown bigger, so they cannot keep their data in the cloud. Because even if you take the cloud hosting providers, the very topmost hosting provider is AWS, Amazon Web Services. And if you listen to the recent news, I think 1 month back and 2 months back, and the AWS server is not available for I think 8 hours or 6 hours. There is a due to some, they were saying that due to some human interruption, there is a downtime for that, but which is affecting the global wide, which has affected global wide. So that is also one of the limitations with the cloud. Okay, but it's trying to overcome by the Oracle itself. If you take last year Oracle Open World last year Oracle Open World Larry Ellison awards. So that's where the people, some of the clients they're not ready to go for the cloud solution. They're not ready to keep their database with the Oracle. So coming to especially the banking sector and financial sectors. So that's where Oracle has planning to introduce a concept called cloud to the customer. Cloud to the customer. That is another concept. Like we have discussed about on-premise and then cloud to the customer. So that will be introduced, but that is in the roadmap. So still there is no time for it. Give me a second. Guru, please keep yourself mute. I can hear some disturbance. If you have any questions, unmute and ask. Yeah, thank you. So cloud to the customer. So that is the solution which is going to be introduced by the Oracle, but it is in the roadmap. So there is no time for that as of now. Okay. So nothing but Oracle is going to install the the premises in the customer environment itself, but still the ownership will be taken care by the Oracle itself. That is called cloud to the customer. That is another innovation from the Oracle. Okay. Any questions on this slide? Okay. And then let's discuss about the Fusion versions, Fusion cloud releases versions. Okay. And every version is starting with the 11 only. Every version starts with the 11 only. We should concentrate on the third digit basically. The third digit is nothing but the version. Every version, look at here, 11.1, 11.1. But the third version is the exact version. Okay, so right now basically if you look at here, what is the version? 11, release 11. Okay, and it starts with release 1 and then release 2 and release 3 and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. And very latest in the market is, which is released almost 2 to 3 months back, is release 12. Okay, now let me tell you why immediately Oracle has gone to release 12. Oracle has following generations, and as per us we are in which generation? 21st generation. But as per Oracle we are in 12th generation. Let me tell you an example. All the Oracle products, if you take Java or database, if you take database, what is the previous version of the database? 11G. What is the current version? 12C. What is the EBS current version? R12. What is the Fusion current version? R12. So as per Oracle, we are in 12th generation. All the products are going to come to the 12th generation of Oracle, and later again from 11 to 12 and then 12 to 13. all the products, either it can be a database or EBS or then Fusion. Okay, so that's why we are currently in 12th generation of Oracle, and then coming to the Fusion, we are in R12 version. Okay, come from R12 version onwards, the second digit has become the version. The second digit. I don't have a screenshot for that. Okay, but the R12 version we can identify 11.12 like this. 11.12. So that means that is the release 12 version of the Fusion application. So this we can find from the home page of the Fusion application. Any questions? And the sessions that we are going to conduct and then take, and also the application that I'm going to give for the practice is the release 12 one, the latest version. Okay. Any questions? Okay. And also, if I talk about the versions, Oracle has targeted initially HCM, and later Oracle targeted financials, because procurement is ready by 8 and 9. Our procurement cloud is ready by 8 and 9, and SCM cloud is ready by R12, release 12. So whereas in release 11, coming to the SCM, it is not having full-fledged functionality. If you take order management, in order management we can able to perform only standard sales order. We are not able to perform either back-to-back or drop ship, but that is been given in the release 12. So for each and every generation, Oracle has targeted to introduce a cloud solution. Initially, Oracle has built a SCM cloud solution in the first 4 releases, and later financials and then procurement. And right now it is targeted to release SCM cloud in release 12 version. Okay, so each and every solution is targeting in each and every release. Okay, any questions? And these are the current cloud SaaS offerings. Current cloud SaaS offerings. Now, before I discuss about this, I'll let me tell you what is SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS. What is SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS? And the best example for SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS is, in olden days we call this as a front end, middle tier, back tier. But now it's been changed to the wording has been changed to SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS. Software as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure as a service. Oracle has targeted all these 3 layers coming to Fusion. Coming to Fusion, Oracle has targeted all these 3 layers. I'll tell you an example. If you take EBS, Airtel is in EBS. But Airtel host provider is IBM. That means Airtel has purchased EBS license from Oracle, but hosting license from IBM. But coming to the cloud, Oracle is targeting in all these 3 areas. Hosting also, nothing but infrastructure as a service. And current hosting providers are really panic about this. Even our company is also a hosting provider for our existing clients, for existing supporting clients. And our company also really panic with the kind of area that Oracle is targeting. It's not allowing any other vendor to come inside in all these 3 zones, basically SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS. And that's why Oracle is taking this much time to build the product, because it should take care of all these 3 layers, and it should also write the integration code for all these 3 layers. Okay, and so I would say in another terminology, SaaS is a functional consultant, and PaaS is a technical consultant, and IaaS is a DBA consultant. And as of now, we are calling as a functional consultant, or a developer, or a technical consultant, and then DBA consultant. But maybe slowly we may call SaaS consultant, PaaS consultant, IaaS consultant. Slowly we'll start calling our teams within our projects like that. Okay, that is one more best example for SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS. Okay, and the current SaaS cloud offerings by the Oracle is, so Fusion Financial Management, and Human Capital Management, and Supply Chain Management, and then CRM, and then Procurement, and then PPM, Project Portfolio Management, and GRC, Government Risk and Compliances. So these are the major offerings which is right now is available. And I would say HCM is already cracking in the market, because HCM is built on the PeopleSoft platform. So undoubtedly, clients are all accepting the product. Okay, and also financials is already famous for EBS, and also same kind of solution we introduced in Fusion also. So I would say financial also is also cracking in the market, but only the problem with the SCM, basically only the problem with our solution itself. Okay, We have to talk honestly, basically. Okay. So right now, clients are still waiting to see how the SCM product is going to perform. Okay. Let me tell you some examples here. Okay. Some clients are actually they prefer to go for SCM offering, and some of them still is not preferring to go for SCM offering. But definitely, it is a prestigious product from the Oracle. So it's not only our surveillance; it's a surveillance from Oracle also. So it has some competitors outside in the market. Either it can be SAP, or either it can be a Salesforce, or it can be what to say that recently one more ERP, cloud ERP itself. Larry Ellison is also targeted that company in 2016 Open World. What to say that company? I didn't get that company name. So basically, it's trying. It is also precious product for the Oracle. So it has to make them the success in the market. Okay, and then so as of now in EBS we call SCM inventory, order management, and purchasing. But here it is different. Here it is different. Purchasing is being separated completely. Purchasing is being separated as procurement suite. Sir, why it has been separated? Why it has been separated? I told you already in the releases. All in the releases by R8 and R9, procurement is already available. Procurement is already available, and then financials is also available. So at least P2P track is going to be available for the clients. So that's why immediately Oracle has started releasing the procurement cloud suite. It's not waited for the SM cloud suite, because at least P2P track, nothing when financials are already ready. So if you can ready procurement, so that P2P track will be ready. Once SM is ready, OTC track will be ready. So that's why procurement has been initially separated, but maybe later SCM and procurement will be get clubbed together. And also the requirements, nobody knows it's been separated. Even if you see Naukri requirements, they'll ask SCM consultant. SCM consultant means their meaning is inventory, order management, and purchasing only. Okay, but actual meaning of Oracle is SCM means only inventory, order management, and no purchasing. Purchasing has been separated, because if you look at here, do you see any purchasing here in the supply chain management solutions? No. The purchasing has been separated here. Here you can see the purchase. So this is a procurement suite. Okay. So, but don't worry. Later it's going to be SCM and procurement. So it's going to be clubbed together in the coming releases, so that we can avoid this confusion. What is SCM and then what is procurement suite? Okay. And also, if you take EAM and then GOP, all this been clubbed into supply chain management solutions. Okay, asset management, EAM, costing, distributor order orchestration, and then global order promising, and then shipping. We can call it as a order management. Okay, and if you can heard about PLM model, product lifecycle management in EBS. If you heard about that model, is especially used to maintain our items. Because inventory is having some limitations. Let me tell you one small limitation that we know. I can talk about much more on the PLM model because I worked on the PLM model, but let me tell you the example which we all know. Okay, let's take inventory. In inventory, how many items we can define at a time? Basically, single item we can define. But in PLM we can define 100 items at a time based on a category. If the category is same and if the template is same, we can define 100 items at a time. So that sort of many functionalities are available in product lifecycle management in EBS itself. It is product lifecycle management, and also coming to EBS, we don't have item activation process. Sorry, in inventory. In inventory, we don't have item activation. We don't have item activation process in inventory. So whenever you create an item, it will be active. When you apply a template, it becomes active. But in PLM, we can follow item active process. Nothing but that item has to be approved by the store manager, warehouse keeper, and then inventory manager. So we can also follow that approval hierarchy also to activate the item. So that sort of feasibilities are already available in EBS PLM. Okay, so that PLM is called as a PIM model, product information management in SCM. Product information management. Okay, and we have also inventory basically. Here we have inventory, but in inventory, what we do is we only perform warehouse transactions. In inventory, we only perform warehouse transactions. We don't maintain item information in the inventory coming to SCM solution here in Fusion. But in EBS, we maintain item information in the inventory itself. But here the item information will be maintained in the PIM module, product information management, and from the inventory we only perform warehouse transactions. Only warehouse transactions we are allowed to perform. Nothing but what kind of warehouse transactions: sub-unit transfer, mode transfer, miscellaneous receipt, and then PO receipts, and then put away, okay, and counting process. So all these are the warehouse transactions that we can do it from the inventory in Fusion. But item will be created in PIM module only. Item we don't create in the inventory module. Any questions? Any questions? Let me answer your question. Team, 1 second. Team, we have a licensed version for this online meeting, but right now HM session is going on. That's why I just taken the 15 days trial version. So this meeting will get ended in under 8 minutes. If it is ended in under 8 minutes, please again reconnect. Please again reconnect. Online students, please reconnect again. We have under 7 minutes. Okay. Yeah, you're asking some question. Yeah, this is in EBS PLM. Yeah. In EBS PLM, here we call it as a PIM, product information management, so or product management. This one, the product management. Product management one. So it's a combination of inventory or I would say it's been separated. Yes. It's separated. In inventory, we only perform warehouse transactions, but we define items in PIM. Okay. So that is how it's been designed. Any questions from online? Any questions, Guru or Ramesh or Kiran? Any questions? Okay.
No, Krishna, it's fine.
Yeah. So coming to the procurement suite, in EBS we call I-procurement, I-supplier, sourcing. But here, I-procurement is called as a self-service procurement. I-supplier is called as a supplier portal. Okay, and then this is the core purchasing. This is the core purchasing. This is the sourcing. Sourcing is nothing but here we basically create quotations. Okay, and these are the procurement contracts. The contract terms between the company and the supplier, company and the vendor. So what kind of contract terms that we have while doing the agreements before you initiate the quotation? Because once you identify the supplier, or you have to first of all look at the terms and conditions. So that terms and conditions, that procurement contracts will be prepared under this module. And again, basically, entire Fusion Cloud solution is so you can see live analyticals and dashboards in your work area itself. So you no need to pull separately reports. So let's take an example. I would like to see how many requisitions to be processed. So you can see the dashboard in your work area itself. And then what is the current spend analysis by this month on this project? What is our expenses? So that live analyticals, everything we can view from the dashboard itself. So that is called KPIs and key performance indicators, nothing but spend analysis, spend analyticals. Okay. So that spend analyticals is based on the KPIs and then dashboards, key performance indicators and dashboards. So not only in procurement, so coming to the Fusion solution itself. So live analyticals is possible on the work area of the business users itself. Okay, they don't need to separately pull any reports. Okay, so any questions here in the procurement suite? Okay, the procurement suite is a combination of core purchasing and self-service procurement, and then sourcing module and procurement contracts and supplier portal. So I would say in EBS, I-procurement, I-supplier, and again sourcing is called as a sourcing only in EBS, and then purchasing is also purchasing only. Okay, procurement suite is nothing but combination of all these modules. In procurement suite, we don't see inventory and we don't see order management. Okay. We create purchase orders here basically. Here we create purchase orders. Here we create requisitions. Requisitions are created. Quotations are getting created here. And contract. Yeah. Which one? Okay, in the procurement. So the purchase order is not able to. Yeah, in the procurement we are not able to create purchase order. No. Here also we only allowed to create requisitions only. Requisitions only. Purchase orders you have to create in purchasing module. Purchasing module. Okay. I think someone is trying to ask a question from online.
I can
Yeah.
this the procurement module will be covered in our course in SCM. In SCM.
Okay, understood. That I have another slide. So what are the models that will be covered in this course? So that is what the question from Guru. Okay, I have another slide. I'll explain in that. Okay. Okay, this is the next slide. So just for our better understanding, So if you are looking for an SCM course, so these are the models that I'll be covering: inventory, order management, and purchasing. Like how we do in EBS. The same functionality I'll show you in the Fusion by configuring everything from the scratch. Everything, our own user, our own enterprise structure. On top of all our configurations, I'll show you all the business transactions, and I'll show you the differences between EBS and then Fusion. Okay. Sorry. Right. Yes. Okay. Thanks for letting me. Any questions? So nothing but in inventory, what I'll be covering in inventory, I'll show you how we create items, and I'll show you how we perform our inventory transactions. Okay. And anyway, enterprise structure, anyway, it's required for either order management or inventory or purchasing. Enterprise structure is nothing but multi-host structure. In Fusion, we call it as an enterprise structure. And then order management configurations, and on top of order management configurations, the cycles. The cycles I'm going to show you: standard sales order, dropship sales order, back-to-back sales order. The cycles I'm going to show you in order management. And then purchasing. And in purchasing, what I'll show you is, in purchasing, I'll cover self-service procurement and then purchasing. Nothing but I'll be creating requisitions from self-service procurement, and I'm going to create purchase orders from the core purchase. So this is what I'm going to cover from the scratch, from the setups. Any questions, Guru? And basically, this is the sample slide of a Fusion homepage. Self-service procurement and type procurement. Type procurement cover होती है purchasing. Okay. And
cloud fusion or only fusion?
Yeah, Guru, tell me.
Is it cloud fusion or only fusion module?
Fusion Cloud or Fusion SCM, both are same. It's a cloud product, that's it.
Okay.
It's a cloud product, that's it. It can be Fusion SCM Cloud or Fusion Cloud SCM or Fusion SCM or Oracle Fusion SCM, all are it's single product only. And then, so this is the sample homepage of Fusion applications. And basically the business users can perform all their transactions from here itself. This is a dashboard. This is the home page. Okay. So nothing but I'll tell you an example. Suppose so receivables, all the receivables transactions can be created from here. Okay. And all the cash management transactions, and then fixed assets, and then all the warehouse operations. Nothing but I told you warehouse operations are nothing but sub-unit transfer, motor transfer. Suppose if you click on that, so that in the bottom you will get so all the transactions. I think everybody is in. Thank you. So all the transactions can be performed from the home page itself. Look at here. It's very easy. Basically. It's very easy. Okay. Any questions on this? So basically, this guy is a procurement manager and finance manager. That's why this guy is having all the procurement roles and then financial roles. So that's why this guy can perform financial transactions as well as the procurement transactions. That's why this guy he's having payables, and also this guy is having product management also. Look at here. Yeah, supply chain management also, everything. General ledger, and then fixed assets, cash management, intercompany. Okay. And also basically here one separate profile also will be created. Nothing but I would say this is like if you take Facebook or if you take Google Plus, those are public profiles. but this is, I would say, a work profile. So here we will be creating a work profile for every, nothing but whenever we are creating a user, we'll be creating a profile for the user also. So like how we interact with our friends in FB, in the same way we can interact with our colleagues from the application itself. From the application itself, we can create a groups in the application. So in the groups we can communicate. So the communication also we can do it in the application itself instead of mail. So the profile also can be, look at here, conversation and whom you are following and whom you are the followers. Okay. So what you wanted to share with like FB sharing, public sharing, or what do you want to share? So this, okay, yeah. Any message from CEO or any message from the executive team, so that can be displayed. Okay. Any questions, team? Okay. And then how the Fusion Cloud is benefited to the clients. How Fusion Cloud is benefited. I would like to stretch here. One major advantage is the implementation time of Fusion is really less. If you take a project that we complete implementation in EBS for 1 year, the same project we can complete in 4 months in Fusion. In 4 months. Further, there are many functionality changes are there. The biggest change in the functionality side, I would say, is there is no operating unit here. Suppose if you take in EBS, the project volume is also based on the number of operating units the client is having. Because if the client is having single operating unit, only one-time configuration, one-time testing, and one-time deployment. If the client is having 40 operating units, then 40 times, because most of the transactions are controlled at operating level, and configurations are also controlled at operating level. So we have to repeat all the configurations in the 40 operating units, and we have to test 40 times. So that is being here remote. So basically what we do is we are going to configure only one time any setup. Let's take payment terms. Payment terms will be configuring only once. If the same payment term is using for the other operating units, then we are going to reference the same payment term to the other 40 operating units. So like that, whatever the configurations that we are going to do, if it is same, then those configurations we can map to the other operating units with a single click. With the business unit concept. There is a concept called business unit. Reference data set. With that concept, we can achieve this functionality. Okay. And also one more good in Fusion applications is, so when you build, because we do phases of iterations and phases of configurations, nothing but dev, CRP, SIT, or we may have QA instance, or we may have UAT. So look at here before production, how many iterations we are doing. But in Fusion, only 2 iterations are allowed to do in Fusion. Only 2 iterations, only development instance, and even you can, or a CRP instance, directly you can do CRP instance instead of a develop instance. CRP instance, and later directly you can do the production. The CRP instance, you can basically clone it as a UAT itself, and you can give it to the users for testing purpose. Okay, so I would say CRP and then UAT and later production. So only 2 iterations are there, and also there is a functionality called configuration packages. What the advantage of that configuration package is, once you create a project and once you've done all the configurations in that project, with that configuration package functionality, we can move everything under that project, all the configurations from one environment to the other environment by using import and export functionality. The configurations we can move from one environment to another environment by import and export functionality, that is called technically configuration packages. So again, you don't need to configure in another instance. You can import and you can export basically.
For example,
you create a project, let's say you create a project and you have done all the configurations. The same configurations you want to move to another instance.
the previous DB is to do that.
Yes, we can do that. You don't need to clone the database and all. You need to run a program. That program will take care of everything. It will pick from the, it will export and it will import in the, it will export from the source instance and it will import in the target instance. And also, while it is doing the job, we can also select what are the configurations that you would like to import. We can also select. Okay. So like this, if you can talk about the features in features and functionalities in Fusion. There are many are there. So because of that, implementation time is really very less here. Okay, and also the major challenge for EBS projects is the adaptability. Nothing but if you take Middle East projects, so they don't adapt to the Oracle application very easily. The UAT is becoming very tough UAT. So because they are already using some other third-party systems or legacy system, they are very comfortable with that. And again, Oracle, suppose the best example is, suppose if I ask you something to order from the Flipkart, you don't need to have any training. You can just go and you can order from the Flipkart. But if you want to order something in the Oracle, you need a training. You need a training basically. It's not basically that much user friendly when compared to the Fusion, and also the Fusion is a web pages. So everything, as I shown you sample screen, everything you can see in your seats, you can see in the single page. Everything, the visibility is wider here. The visibility is wider for the business users. So the adaptability is, the adaptability is very easy, and also we don't need to provide much trainings to the users also. Because once they'll ask you how I can create purchase order or how I can create requisitions, they're not going to ask, because if they log into application, they can see in the dashboard. They can see in the dashboard. So if I click on that, they'll come to know how they can create requisitions, how they can create purchase orders. And also, as of now in EBS, Oracle has given text help, but from Fusion onwards, Oracle is giving video help also. Visual help. So how to create a requisition, so that you can find out from the Oracle site itself. How to create a purchase order, you can find out from the Oracle site itself. Video presentation. Okay, as of now, we will be preparing user manuals and we will be sending to the clients, and also user trainings we have to give. The user training is also much more time, which is killing in the project. Okay, so because of all this, what the client is going to benefit is, so client need not to wait. Client need not to wait for 1 year. And also one more best example is, suppose you are looking for a house. If you are looking for a house, so suppose if you are searching for a house which is ready to occupy, you will prefer, or which is going to be completed in another 1 year, you are going to prefer. So always we prefer which is ready, which can be completed in very quickly. In the same way, clients also, they cannot wait for 1 year. Some clients, they cannot wait for 1 year. Okay, they want the product to be immediately ready, immediately to be live. They want to use it. So at that time, the Fusion is really helpful, because they can complete their implementation within 4 or 5 months of a time. Okay, so that is what I'm trying to say here. An attractive UI, basically, this can be accessed from even I'll tell you an example. The EBS can be accessed from tablet. You have to install Java. And Java version compatibility issues are there. So many issues are there with the Java, but this is a web page. You can access from your mobile also. So you can access from any device this application. Okay, and also easy. I told you, right, easy adaptability with the less user trainings, and also the reporting capabilities which we discussed. And again, one more step here. Okay. And then basically easy to start and quick run with the reduced implementation time and implementation cost as well. And also it is very easy to integrate with Oracle and non-Oracle products with the coexistence model concept. And also data migration is also very, very simple here, data migration. In EBS, if you wanted to move some data into Oracle, first of all, you have to ask the client to send the data, and then later you have to map the data columns with the interface, with the table columns, and later, first of all, you have to move to the stage, and then a couple of validations you have to write to move to interface, and then from interface, you have to do validations to move to the production, base tables. Okay, so but here Oracle has already given a predefined templates, nothing but suppliers you wanted to import. There is a template from Oracle. You send the template to the client and ask the template to fill the data, and then upload the template into the application. You don't need to do any mapping here, any column mappings here. So FBDS, that is called file-based data loaders. Okay. Any questions, team? So these sort of functionalities are there in Fusion. Okay. Any questions? So basically, these are the trusted clients already Oracle Fusion Cloud trusted companies. This is a screenshot which I took from the Oracle. Okay, and then so again, why tech leads and why not others? Basically, this institute we started around 10 years back, and we are into trainings of both EBS and cloud. And I told you I have completed almost 47 batches, and right now I just started 48th batch. And parallelly, I take trainings for EBS and as well as Fusion. Okay, and currently I'm working for Fusion projects only currently. Okay. And then, so you can get trained by the industry experts, because basically whoever teaches in these institutes all are real-time faculties only. All are real-time faculties only. If you ask us evening batch, we don't provide, because everybody is working and they start working from afternoon. From afternoon, in the morning they'll teach us, they'll take the classes. Everybody is working. If you take SCM training or financial training or anything, all are working employees only. So which we brought from our I mean nothing but our previous companies or from our colleagues. Okay. And also a single registration has a window to access multiple batches. So register one time and can attend multiple batches. Because sometimes we don't find time due to our project hectic work. So you may register, but later after 15 days you'll be sent to another project, or you will be traveling from another. You're traveling to another location. So you can register, and later you can also attend multiple batches. And even if you attend one batch, and if you want to again refresh your skill set, again you can attend that batch also. Okay, and then. Basically, as I told you, always you can try on the latest release, and then the latest environment practice will be given to you. And also the training videos, you can also get the training videos from the TechLeads website. So we'll be giving a login for you from the TechLeads website. So you can log into our website, and so that you can see the course which is purchased by you. And if you click on that course, you can see the videos from there itself, and you can play the videos and you can practice. And also there is no email communication from us. You can view the videos from that place itself, and also you can download the documents from that place itself. Everything, and that access will be given for 3 months. Okay. And also well-prepared training material, including with the screenshots, including the navigation, including the screenshots, including the definitions. Okay. And also a forum to share and help on project questions. We have a WhatsApp group. And also we are building a forum also in our website itself. It is in the development stage. So once we are ready, that so that we can share our thoughts, and so that we can share our knowledge to the others. And also if you have any question in your project, because currently the Fusion, the biggest problem is there is no Google help, there is no support.com help. That is the main problem, because something is coming to you. So if you don't know that, so there is no other help. So only you have to talk to the other person who is having the knowledge. Okay, so that's why this forum is going to help you in your project questions also. And also we don't know if some requirement is coming from the client, whether that is feasible or not. That is also we cannot say whether that is feasible or not. In our forum, we have a sales team, and we have a project managers also, and we have a consultants, so they can help you in that forum with your questions, and as well as myself. Okay, and then very supportive team. Nothing but if you have any access issues, or if your password is expired, or if your user is not working, or if you're not coming to the session, or if the session is cancelled. So all this communication you can expect from our team. And also you can reach us through Skype, WhatsApp, and then live chat support is also available in our website. So simply you can type www.techleadsit.com, and you'll get live chat support, and you can ask your question from there. And also we are trying to bring creation of support ticket from the website itself. So that is also in the development phase. Okay, so this is how we differ from the other institutes. Okay, any questions, team? And so these are the current courses that we are offering. Solely we are into Oracle Applications Platform trainings only. We are into, okay, and already we are into EBS training for SCM and manufacturing, and EBS financials and EBS technical training. And coming to the cloud trainings, we are offering HCM, financials, SCM, CRM, and then PPM, project portfolio management. So these are the trainings that we are offering from our institutes. And all the trainers are the industry best experts, and all are real-time employees only. They can share their project knowledge or an experience knowledge with you instead of only a subject knowledge. Okay. And if you take some of the institutes, they basically they can share only the subject knowledge. But if you train with us, you can get the project experience and project knowledge also from us. Okay. And thanks for listening to me. And so it's your turn.